To call East St. Paul Council meeting for Tuesday, March the 26th, 5:30 p.m. open. So we'd like to have an adoption of the agenda.
Be resolved that the agenda be adopted as presented.
Charles, seconder. Councilor Duval, all in favor? Next, confirmation of the minutes.
Be resolved that the council meeting minutes of the March 12th, 2024 regular meeting be approved.
Councilor Abel, seconder. Councilor Populous, all in favor? We have no delegations. I'd like to move to public hearing.
Be resolved that council open the public hearing of the council for variation order 17/2024, 1923 Sperring Avenue.
Somebody, Councilor Posthumus, Councilor Duval, all in favor?
City Council, this is variance application Rio 17/2024. The subject property is located at 1923 Sperring Avenue. The applicant wishes to vary section 60.1 of the zoning bylaw to allow one semi-trailer, one truck over 6804 kg and maximum of 4 registered vehicles less than 6804 kg in the R117 single family dwelling zone. This is the variance request table, so the section 60.1 of the zoning bylaw reads that you can have a maximum of 4 registered vehicles on site, including maximum 1 travel trailer or motorhome or cargo trailer and or a truck less than 6804 kg. The applicant is proposing 1 semi and 1 truck over 6804. This is the area map for council's consideration. This is the subject property, and as you can see, there is parking. This picture is from Google. This is the site plan provided by the applicant. As you can see, the project's along North and gains access from Sperring Avenue. There's the applicant hasn't really marked the location of the storage vehicles on the map. This is the enforcement photo taken by Red River Planning. This is from September 15th, 2023. This is another photo from the same day. So you can see there's a truck and a trailer, and this is another photo from 27th September 2023. Same day, another photo. So for council's consideration, this application results from a bylaw infraction. Below is the timeline for council's attention. So the first letter of violation was sent in July 2021, and there was a gap of 2 years, and then in July 2023 there was a request for compliance for parking. In August, a notice of violation was sent, and the applicant was given an option either to remove the vehicles or obtain approval from the council, followed by an order to remedy fund prevention in September 2023. And in February 2024, we received a complete application that we're discussing today. This application was circulated to the art administration, and the operations department has expressed some concerns as Sperring Avenue is not a truck route. The planning department has indicated that this variance was always required, dating back to the bylaws from 1956. So if the council wishes to approve this application, we recommend 5 conditions. Number 1, this variance is limited to 1 truck over 6804, 1 semi, 4 registered vehicles weighing less than 6804. In addition to the truck and semi, any modification will require approval. Number 2, the total number of registered vehicles at the property should not exceed 6, including 1 semi-trailer and 1 truck at all times. Number 3, the applicant owner maintain the site and surrounding area so it doesn't become unsightly. Number 4, the applicant owner is not permitted to use any other properties for parking or storage. Number 5, this variance can be revoked by the municipality if the applicant owner does not adhere to the conditions of approval. Thank you. If the council has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Councilor Posthumus.
Yes, I see they're all September. I did go by and take a look. It looks like there's most of the stuff, other stuff is gone. I know the motorhome, I did question, he's getting it moved, but right now the relative or friend or whoever has it is waiting to move it. I haven't seen a semi-trailer, like a trailer park there for quite a while.
There's one
Is it a
is,
semi-trailer or is it a flat trailer?
Oh.
Like that's that's the truck. Is that the trailer behind it? It's, okay, so you're called that a trailer, whether it's a box trailer or a flat trailer.
Right.
It's still a semi-trailer. Got you. So that's the trailer right there. Okay, that was my question.
okay, anybody else? Counselor Imhoff?
So has he indicated whether or not this trailer is ever loaded coming home here?
Oh, we didn't get any.
Okay,
Yes, the applicant.
oh, the applicant's on phone?
Yes.
Oh, he's gonna speak in a bit. Okay, then I'll hold off.
Counselor Devon?
Our zoning bylaw states, there's a bit of confusion here. There's three different classifications of truck here. One's a travel trailer. One's a cargo trailer. And the other, I guess, is just a truck that's less than 6,800 kilograms or 15,000 pounds. And now this application is submitting another category called a semi-trailer. Well, which is which? Is our bylaw as written, does that cover what we see in the picture there as a, looks like a 50-foot flat deck? Does it?
Specifically doesn't, the bylaw doesn't talk about that.
Okay. But clearly he is asking for parking of that trailer. Correct? So altogether, he's allowed 6 vehicles or 4?
Right now, he's allowed 4. So this is
He's
the,
asking for 6.
that's what the recommendation is. So in addition to the trailer and truck, you can have the regular 4.
Passenger vehicles, so.
Right.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, following up to Counselor Duval's question, to me, a trailer is a trailer that I haul stuff to the dump with, maybe 10 feet long, and not 50 feet long.
Right, and there's no clear definition in the bylaw for what they call a trailer. It just uses those words, cargo trailers, motorhome, trailer trailer, but no specifics.
Just one last, so it said since 1959 or 56. In East St. Paul, if you wanted to bring your truck over a certain weight, the 64, whatever, you had to apply for a variance.
It wasn't permitted
Unless you got a variance,
unless you got.
unless you got the variance. Because I know there's some on Wallace and there's some on McGregor Farm, there's trucks that come home, but just trucks, not trailers. Okay, thank you.
So we're going to hear from the applicant now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, go ahead and it's your opportunity to speak to council.
If there's any objection, I will understand this equipment, the same thing has been parked in that yard since 1970. Nothing has changed. The equipment's got a little different looking, but it's still the same tractor and trailer. The semi-trailer is a flat deck, a goggle trailer. Just right now, it's a flat deck is what I have.
The trailer's a flat deck, he's stating. And the semi's the semi.
The semi-trailer is the same trailer that goes to a truck.
That's what they call it.
Different configurations. And as for them not being a truck, right, the trucks come down that road all the time, and it's never, very rarely that I come down there with loading. It's, I leave in the morning and I return usually in the evening or a few days later, there's no extra traffic on the road.
That's it, Todd?
I guess that's it, yeah.
Hey, I think Counselor Imhoff has a question for you.
Well, I think he answered it. He says that I think his comment there was that he is most often not loaded when he comes home or leaves in the morning. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes, it's usually just an empty truck and trailer.
Counselor Duval has a question for you.
That's just a comment. I believe the rule on truck roads is that an owner operator can come and go to his place of business, if you want to put it that way, which could be his home. He can do that on a non-truck route. You just can't use a route as a
Hauling.
destination from one location to another, hauling freight and doing business like that, but
Thoroughfare.
so it's a moot point that it's a non-truck road. It doesn't make any difference in this case.
Is it a non-truck road? It was a service road. It's a service road on the perimeter, right? If there's no truck, there's no sign, it's.
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. It's just not relevant to the case here.
Okay,
You're telling us you're gonna bring the truck empty trailer home
And go
and
and
leave in the morning with an empty trailer. You're not bringing loaded trailer home. Okay.
okay.
Anything else from the applicant?
So that's basically it, I guess. Like I say, this stuff has been there since 1970. There was a grandfather clause at one time. All the truckers in the municipality had gotten together and all a lawyer, and there was something in place. I just can't find it.
Well, one more question from Councillor DeVille.
Actually, a question for our planner or Mr. Planner here. The lot to the east of this one in question, it's some sort of a triangle shape. You can bring that up. I believe there's nothing on it.
well, it's
It's a crown land.
it's Crown
That
Land.
is Crown land,
Crown land?
and they've indicated that they don't want anything stored on their lands and had discussions with whatever planning on that matter.
Point is, of course, that there's no neighbor living there.
Oh,
That's the 1931 address that's showing on the screen. That's Crown.
That's crown. This is crown as
and
And that little triangle.
well.
and now both of them.
Is that Crown? Is it, does he say Paul in that way?
It's crown land.
It's Crown Land right now.
Because the original agreement with that land when my father was there was that we maintain it and use it. Highway would made, when they maintained the road, the engineer specifically came there and made sure that I had access to that road, to that property. That was part of the arrangement. I know the law, I do everything on that piece of property. We've done that since 1970.
Unfortunately, in recent communications, Manitoba Infrastructure has indicated they don't want anything stored on their lands.
Yeah, that's correct, because you guys keep sending the letters out that they can't have stuff parked there. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, they had stuff.
That's the only reason that we're doing it is because you guys keep sending the letters saying that they have stuff illegally parked there.
Okay. Nothing else from anybody? Okay. We ready to close the public hearings?
You resolve that council close the public hearing of council for variation order 17/2024.
Posthumous and seconder, Councillor DeVal. Anybody more deliberation? Or want to move to the resolution?
Do we do discussion now? Yeah. Yeah, I myself have no problem with this now, seeing that trailer. I know the land beside that highways does own, sometimes their graders on there. I've seen it there. They, they're doing work, they park their graders and some stuff there sometimes. It's their land, they can do that. Being no neighbors close, I know the neighbor beside, I don't know if Todd's got a letter, two relatives live beside and friends, so they have no problem with that. I wouldn't want to, it is a flat trailer. Do we get to state a flat trailer? Because I know other council has said they don't want to see like a big
Container.
big container trailer.
Yep.
It can be specific with the resolution.
Because I think council would be favor with the flat trailer. You don't really notice it as much compared to and it is R17. It's a fair piece of property, so I would be in support.
Okay. Anybody else? Does anyone want to read the resolution?
Flatbed semi-trailer.
I think we change it to flatbed.
You resolve that variation order 17/2024 be approved, subject to the following conditions. This variance is limited to parking for one truck over 6,804 kilograms, one flatbed trailer, and 4 registered vehicles weighing less than 6,804 kilograms, in addition to the truck and flatbed trailer. Any modifications, additions, or increases in parking will require a new variance approval. The total number of registered vehicles parked at the property should not exceed 6, including 1 flatbed trailer and 1 truck at all times. The applicant owner shall maintain the site and surrounding areas so it does not become unsightly. The applicant owner is not permitted to use any other properties for parking or storage. And the variance approval can be revoked by the arm of East St. Paul if the applicant owner does not adhere to the conditions of approval.
Just one question. Do we have to, I'm sorry, do we have to put 1 semi truck? Because I see he has a pickup and it's saying 1 truck. Is a pickup included as a truck?
Not if it's under the 60.
Okay. Okay.
Kilograms, right?
All right, that answered that. Thank you. I'll move it.
Okay, Councillor Posthumous moves it. I need a seconder. Councillor Duval. Yeah. Okay, so all in favor? Anybody against?
No.
The resolution is passed.
Resolution is passed.
So now moving along, we're gonna move to the next public hearing as soon as Suzanne comes back.
It's already open.
It's already open.
It has been opened. It was just
What?
tabled, so Santan.
Okay, so we need to not reopen it,
Rehash.
rehash it,
Continue.
revisit it,
Continue.
continue it.
Okay.
Can I just go ahead?
Pardon me?
I can just go ahead.
Sure.
Okay, so this is just a recap of the application. This was tabled in November 2023 meeting. The property is 780 Wallace Avenue, and the proposal wishes to allow 2 driveways in R117 zone. This is just a Google map for a quick review. There is an existing wood culvert here, and this portion was grassed as per the 2015 image. And this was the addition to the house. The garage was constructed and the driveway was gravel. This is from 2021. So just a recap for council's consideration, the owner applicant obtained approval for side yard variance back in 2015. The council did not approve the second driveway as part of that variance application. The RM council at the time passed a resolution to remove the second driveway and return it to the original grass state. The back portions would remain connected. After the hearing from the owner's delegation, and a letter was sent to the owners in 2016 by the RM bylaw enforcement. On this current variance application, the operations department stated that the property was serviced with 1 approach and driveway previously, with the theory that there was a grassed access point where this new approach has been installed. The department noted that the existing grassed approach would remain as an old culvert in place. However, the new approach was not recommended by public reference. So the council tabled this proposal in November 23rd meeting, and the public hearing was left open, and council specifically requested to provide 2 things. Number 1, documentation from the previous owner or any records to prove that the approach or driveway existed prior to 1996, and documentation of any legal transaction or any letters from the lawyers or the RM administration addressing this issue. So if the council wishes to approve this application tonight, we just recommend 3 standard conditions. Number 1, this variance be approved to what is proposed in this application. Any changes requiring approval. Number 2, applicant owner obtains all the required permits from the RM of East St. Paul Operations Department. Number 3, the applicant owner obtains required permit from Red Road Planning District if required. Thank you. If the council has any questions, I'll be happy to answer.
Councillors?
Thanks. So.
Oh,
I just want to mention that since the public hearing is still open, the applicant also can speak again.
Yes.
They choose.
only if he has new information or?
Yeah, he provided
Yep.
Yeah.
the information in your package, but if
Right.
you would like to speak
Yep.
again, he can.
If you want, You want us,
Everybody get a copy?
Yeah.
I do have one other thing to
Sure.
say.
come to the mic, please.
We've spoken to the neighbor across the street, 775 Linda.
Okay.
It's about 80 years old right now. And our neighbor next door, her husband has dementia or Alzheimer's, whatever. She can't come, but we've spoken with her, and she says both those houses, 780 and 784, built at the same time by the same person.
Right.
She says that approach was there right from the start. And he was using it continuously at that point. So that's back in 1979, I believe, when those houses were built.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I could bring them here, but they're very old.
Right.
And it was very cold today. And
No problem.
that's all I have to add to it.
Thank you. Joy, do you want to say something or you're just in favor?
Yeah, no, all the same.
Okay. Councillor Postumus, I believe, wanted to say something.
Yeah, I did read and I'm looking at it again. You did have a letter from someone stating that when way back to when it was in.
Yeah, it was from my neighbor Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
He lived there a year after, he moved in a year after I did.
Okay.
And I think
Oh, yeah, Bruce Brown. He lived at 770 Wallace.
Yes.
Right.
And okay, and he said there was always a culvert on the property and access. It had some gravel on it, and the covered part was grass. Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Councillor DeVal?
When did you say your home was built and the neighbors?
1979, 78, something like
Nineteen
that.
seventy-nine, 78. Was it it was the first house on the property, with the,
Yes. George, and I'm not sure if George Moyen built it. He was a previous owner. I'm pretty sure he did. I could be wrong, but I know that the neighbors next door, Giuseppe and Joe, they've been there since conception. People that were there the whole time. And they know that culvert, that house always had the two approaches there from the beginning. And I don't know who put it in. I don't know if they asked for it to be put in. I just know that it was there. And they know that it was there more than me, because I was only there since 1978. Actually, 1997.
do you know why that over the subsequent years after the two homes were built and the driveway existed apparently, why was it left abandoned?
Well, I never used it as much because I only had the one driveway. There's only me and my wife there. We didn't have my son used it once he turned 16, and then we had needed another place for him to park. And I stored a trailer over there a couple of times, and there was also, they let some trees grow in, which made it very impossible to get bigger vehicles by.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, so we're ready to close the public hearing? Okay,
Be resolved that council close the public hearing of council for variation order 121-2023.
Councillor Postumus?
Yeah, knowing that oh, yes, I will. Sorry, we're deliberating too soon.
Seconded by Councillor Himo.
I was jumping the gun.
Okay, so now somebody has a closing argument. Oh, sorry.
What's the vote?
Yeah, so, sorry. He rattled us.
Jump the gun.
Any more deliberation or some closing arguments?
Yes. You know, I think the first time that I voted, I don't even remember the vote back then, but we were always against two driveways, but now with all this coming up that it was existing and his son was parking, he was parking on there. There may have been gravel, but the grass is over it or whatever. I would almost, it'd be, to me, like, there are several actually on Wallace double driveways that are at that age in the seventies. And to me, it would be like a grandfather thing. So I would support this.
Anybody else? Okay, we're ready to vote? Oh, sorry. Councilor Duval.
Yeah, a little bit of time frame here on this issue might be in order. The application for variance for that second driveway, as mentioned, was presented to council here on June 16th, 2015. I get any of these dates wrong, please correct me, but it was, I believe it was June 16th. And the application was put in for two things. One was a side yard clearance, I believe it was, for the construction of an additional garage alongside the house. The other was for a second driveway. Council approved the side yard clearance, did not approve the driveway. The public hearing package prepared by the Red River Planning District is dated May the couple of weeks previous, May the 25th, 2015. Now, can you go back to the picture of the property with the two driveways? And the previous picture, that one. That was dated June 2015. It's dated June in our package here anyway. So, yes, there's an existing old culvert there, and there was almost totally closed over. That quite obviously was some sort of approach or a field approach for a farmland, which has occupied that whole piece of property there years and years ago, and subsequently that was developed into lots like we see today. I look at that in 2015, and I don't see an active driveway there. It's all grass.
Why don't you look at the ones that I sent you in that?
Excuse me. The public hearing is closed, yeah. That's truly a former driveway from decades earlier. And no longer been used as of 2015 of that picture. There's even a tree smack dab in the middle of it there. So, on December 11th, because council turned it down, December 11th, 2015, municipal order was issued to remove second access. I think we heard in the previous public hearing that it was assumed that that driveway was okay because we've been there all along. And that's why that public order, municipal order, not adhered to. Well, in fact, it was known to be not allowed because a application was put in to allow it on June 16th. So there's no assumption that it was eligible to be used forever. December 22, about 10 days later, the owner issued a notice of appeal, which he has certainly the right to do that. January 2016, a decision deferred to February of 2016, and municipal law, December 15th was confirmed. Now, in March 2016, another order was issued from St. that second access. I know there's a lot of additional information in the package here. One of them is and it appears about 3 or 4 times during all the chains of emails that's included in the package, and it's the advice from one lawyer that suggests that what was done there should not have happened. In other words, that driveway should not have been put in because clearly it was not allowed. And we have the mayor joining us. I think we'll pause for you.
And she, I don't know if she can.
Yeah, okay. We can debate all we want about this, that second driveway, but the fact of the matter is, it was dealt with several times over the years. And it remained. Contrary to what the councils of the day, and it's more than just one council. Councils of the day. So I have a bit of a problem.
So this, did
And all you. I'm concerned about when it was deliberate, the orders of the municipality were deliberately ignored a bunch of two and refused. That's my comment, Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
Councillor Posthumous again.
Yeah, the paper is the copies of what the applicant sent, and it shows clearly in 2004, there was a driveway. And there's some gravel. There's 2 or 3 pictures of that. To me, I'm not sure if this is certain, but what I believe happened is he's had that driveway. Then when he decided to put the garage in, they said that driveway is illegal and now you have to apply. And that's what I think exactly happened. So that's why he made the application.
Ready to vote?
Sure.
And,
I'll read the resolution. Be resolved that council approve variation order 121/2023, subject to the following conditions. This variance be approved to what is proposed within this application. Any further changes will require new variance. Applicant owner obtains all the required permits from the RMV St. Paul Operations Department. And applicant owner obtains required permits from the Red River Farm District if required.
need someone to, okay, Councillor Posthumous, pass, I need a seconder. Councillor Imhoff, okay, all in favor? And against? So, enjoy, got a second driveway.
Let's wait for the mayor.
Okay, take a 2-minute break.
Before we go, if I wanted to asphalt the driveway, do I have to take another?
Okay, we're back. We have a little bit of a change. Councillor Posthumous has left and the mayor has arrived. I want to thank my deputy mayor for taking over my seat while I was a little bit late today. I apologize to my colleagues. And so we'll move on to item on 6.3 on the agenda for resolution, please.
Be resolved that council open the public hearing of council for road closing bylaw 2024-01.
I'll have a mover, please. Councillor Frenchco, seconded by Councillor Duval. And I'll call for the question. All those in favor? The public hearing is now open. And we'll pass the floor off to our planner.
Good evening, Madam Mayor and Council. This evening, we're here to have second and third reading of road closing bylaw 2024-01. So as per the Manitoba Manitoba Municipal Act, municipality may close a municipal road by passing a bylaw to close the road. So the history is the property owners of 2125 and 2145 Bricker Avenue have asked that the RM return the front 33 feet of their property, which is currently part of the municipal right of way, as you can see on the map above. In the development agreement, it indicates that the parties hereto agree that should the lands provided in 12A above not be utilized by the municipality for road allowance or drainage purposes, the lands will be returned to the property owners. On April 11th, 2023, Council agreed to return the lands to the property owners as per Resolution 2023-131 in your package, and the first reading was given to the Associated Road Closing Bylaw 2024-01 on January 23rd, 2024. This evening, it's up to you to decide if you'd like to give the bylaw second and third reading. Do you have any questions?
Thank you, Kara. Council, do we have any questions for our planner? Hearing none, then we'll have the resolution to close the public hearing.
Be resolved that council close the public hearing of council for road closing bylaw 2024-01.
Okay, can I have a mover, please? Counselor Duval, seconded by Counselor Imhoff. Any comment? Sorry, that's not where I was supposed to say that. I'll call for the question. All those in favor? Let's carry. The public hearing is now closed. And then for
Resolution.
resolution under bylaws.
Be it resolved that bylaw number 2024-01, being a bylaw of the Arm of East St. Paul to amend zoning by.
Sure, I think Carrie, you started a butterfly effect.
I think I did. I can't say the 3 M's in a row.
Okay. Let's try this again. Be it resolved that bylaw number 2024-01, being a bylaw of the Arm of East St. Paul to close a portion of Bricker Road, be given second reading.
Okay, can I have a mover, please? Counselor Duval, seconded by Counselor Imhoff. Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. And now for third reading.
Be it resolved that bylaw number 2024-01, being a bylaw of the Arm of East St. Paul to close a portion of River Road, be given third reading. And be it further resolved that the mayor and CAO be authorized to sign the bylaw on behalf of the municipality.
I have a mover, please. Counselor Duval, second by Counselor Imhoff. Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Okay, we don't have anything under policy tonight. Under general business, 9.1.1. Did I miss something?
Yes, item 7.1 is a zoning bylaw.
Oh, I see. Okay, I went ahead to 7.2, so apologize. Under bylaw 7.1 for resolution.
Okay. Be it resolved that bylaw number 2024-05, being a bylaw of the Arm of East St. Paul to amend the zoning bylaw, be given first reading.
I have a mover, please. Counselor Horechko, seconded by Counselor Duval. Any questions or comments? Okay, call for the question. All those in favor? It's carried. And now I will call for 9.1.1.
Be it resolved that council.
I jinxed you.
Not good.
Be it resolved that council cancel the June 11th, 2024 council meeting.
Great. Can I have a mover, please? Counselor Horechko, seconded by Counselor Imhoff. Any questions or comments on the cancellation of a meeting in June? Call for the question. All those in favor? It's carried. And under general, we have 9.2.1 for resolution, please.
Whereas in accordance with the Jewish religion, their laws of the Sabbath include the commandment, let no man go out of his place on the seventh day. And a man's place is defined by 1, specifying certain natural or artificial boundaries, and 2, by mutual agreement letting us of the common domain. And whereas representatives of the Jewish community have made representation for the freedom of the RM of St. Paul to the Jewish community in order to make possible the definition of the Sabbath boundary. And whereas it is desirable to grant this request for declaration. Now therefore be it resolved that Council of the RM of East St. Paul in the province of Manitoba do hereby grant and let the freedom of the RM of East St. Paul to the duly authorized rabbis on behalf of the Jews of the RM of East St. Paul for a period of 20 years from this date in order to define the Sabbath boundary in accordance with Jewish religion.
Thank you. Can I have a mover, please? Councillor Horechko, seconded by Councillor Duval. Any questions or comments in regards to the tradition of the proclamation? Okay. Okay, hearing none, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? And that's carried. We didn't have any delegations tonight, so there's no business arising from delegations. There was correspondence in our packages. Is there any questions or comments in regards to correspondence this evening?
Once,
Councillor Imhoff.
so when the school board changes their tax assessments, do they not at least give us the courtesy of appearing before council to explain kind of what's what and the effect on our residents?
No.
Has that never been a thing? Should it be a thing?
They don't have to.
I think, do they have public hearings within?
General, but not specific to things.
You know, when we do our tax thing, we do show a ball showing what part of it is school and what part of it is municipal to point out to the residents, you know, where it's going. But
Yeah, no, I definitely understand that we don't have any control over it, but you know, a common courtesy would dictate if they're gonna take money out of our residents' pockets, they could at least explain to us how much and whatnot, right? I know we get a notice, but just a question.
common courtesy was when the school trustee resigned in the first year of his 4-year term, they didn't even tell us. So. Anyway.
Okay, so we also had from the Office of the Fire Commissioner, we have the possibility of a nomination for, it's the Mary Beth Dolan Fire Service Award nomination for 2024. Council, we'd like to give a nomination.
Yes, how long has Ray been our fire chief?
Oh.
25 years?
Long time.
Yeah,
I'm not
20 plus,
fire chief, but he has been for 30 years.
So
35?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I think we should nominate him because I
Yeah.
would expect he wouldn't want to continue this too many more years.
So I agree with you. I'm glad that you suggested. I was going to suggest. I think that, you know, we don't often get the ability to nominate for awards. So I think that in this situation, in this particular award, we should nominate our fire chief.
Yeah.
Do you need a resolution for us to nominate? Okay, so you'll just do that for us. Thank you.
Cool.
And it says that 2 candidates will be chosen, so it's not just one candidate that they choose. Okay. Okay, there's nothing else that I have. Do we have anything in camera tonight? No. Okay, then I'll have the resolution to adjourn.
So that the meeting adjourned, the time being 6:20 PM.
I have a mover, please. Councillor Horechko, seconded by Councillor Duval. Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried.